Alright guys, so I'm going to be making a new fish fountain, Paludarium, but it's going to be in a 30-gallon long tank. And I just wanted to show you guys the supplies that I picked up. So I got 4 bags of these natural looking rocks. I got these sponges here, larger size, and then I have 12 of these smaller ones. You're going to see what I'm going to be using these for. I have this little styrofoam pad thingy here, foam pad. I already cut out a piece here, and I'm going to show you guys why I did that and what this is going to be for. I got 2 fake vines here as well. Now here I got this mini dishwasher, like dish rack thing holder to let your cutlery dry and stuff on plates. And I have 2 bags of natural potting mix. So what I did with this part here is I cut out where the filter is going to be, and I'm going to be creating a waterfall using this. Now the way I'm going to be doing this is this part here is going to be holding the filter in place, and I'm going to create the waterfall out of this area here so the water can go down. Now what I did with the extra bits here is I glued it at the bottom of the rack just to give it a little bit more height in the aquarium so I can fill up the water level a little bit higher, because I'm going to be having the filter behind here. It's a little Tetra in-tank filter. And so all these supplies here only costed me $18 at Dollarama. So with all these supplies here, I'm going to be making a beautiful 30-gallon long Paludarium. Yeah, there's my dog barking in the background. And what I'm going to be doing with the sponges is, since I don't have a lot of gravel or natural rocks, not only am I going to be using these to help shape the waterfalls, because I want 2 waterfalls, I'm also going to be, hello there, I'm also going to be using them to fill in areas and then top it off with potting soil and then gravel on top. The potting soil is also going to be used to fill in areas where there's not enough gravel, and then the gravel is going to go on top. So that's all the supplies, guys. Only $18. Now what I did here is I emptied out several pens, so the inside is hollow, and I hot glue gunned them together. And what this is going to do is, since the filter is going to be at the back of this rack, and I'm going to be making this into a waterfall, I'm going to make another set of these, and I'm going to attach it so that these are 2 length, like that. It's going to be that long. So it's going to be long enough that I'm going to have this at the end here, and then there's going to be another one leading to the back, and then the filter is going to be here. So any debris is going to be able to go through this grate. Since everything here is going to be covered with rocks and stuff like that, I'm going to leave this part open so that way water can go directly through to get to the filter. That way any waste or debris can get to the filter without being blocked, because I want water to be able to go through, but not the fish or anything else that are going to be living in the water. So this provides a perfect amount of space for no small fish to get inside, and to protect the filter from getting the water sucked into it so it can get cleaned and then dispersed through the falls. So there's my 1 row that I have of the 7 pens. Now I just emptied out another 7, and I'm going to be hot glue gunning them and then attaching them to that row to create a longer tube to get back to the filter. So here we go. Alright, so I just finished extending basically this is going to be like the sewer grate that goes towards the filter. I just hot glue gun them together, so it's 2 rows of 7 pens, and it goes through all the way. It's not a perfect fit, but I made sure to only hot glue the outside of it, so that way the glue didn't seep in and clog up the holes, I should say. So turned out to be a good fit, and it's about perfect. So what this is going to do is, this is going to, let me just make sure it's all dry. It's a little bit hot still. Basically, this is going to be going here, so that way the water can still get to the filter at the back, and then this part's gonna be at the beginning of the waterfall, so that way it can all go in. And yeah, there you go. Alright guys, so now what I'm going to be doing is, I have an old t-shirt here that I don't use anymore. It's way too big on me, it's dirty, it has stains everywhere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a big piece of fabric, and I'm going to use it to go over this grate. What this is going to do is, it's going to prevent me from any of the stones falling through. So I'm going to put it over top and then build the waterfall on top of the material. And then it's going to create a perfect fit. That way none of the fish or anything that's going inside of the paludarium is going to be able to go underneath. Everything is going to be enclosed, and the only portion at the front that's going to be open is going to be this part here. So all the material is going to be going over top of the waterfall. This is going to be underneath, and this is going to be the only thing open in this whole area. Everything else is going to be enclosed. Okay, so I'll give you guys a better idea now. I just cut out the piece that I'm going to be using of the fabric for the water fountain, the waterfall, I should say. So basically it is going to be over top, like so, and I'm going to have it like that. I'm going to have it all enclosed, and the only portion that's going to be open is this part here, and everything else is going to be all tucked in and all exposing it, keeping it enclosed. Even better idea rundown of what it's going to look like. So it's going to be like that. Everything is enclosed, and the only portion that's open is the sewer grate. Now what I'm going to do is, with this piece of foam, is I'm going to cut out little blocks of it, and I'm going to glue it onto the waterfall portion, just so the water goes down over top of it, not through the shirt and the gravel. So I'm going to show you guys what that's going to look like. So this is all that's left. I now cut my pieces out, and that's what it looks like. I only cut it to a certain extent, and then I just ripped it out so it's a more natural look and not perfect cuts. And then I'm going to glue these in place, and I'm going to show you guys the next step that I'm going to do. Okay, so I just finished gluing all these pieces in place for the waterfall, and now what I'm going to do is, with these sponges, I'm going to build up the sides. So you're going to see that in 1 second. Alright, so now I glued in all the pads on top there, and then I just had a couple extra pieces which I glued on top. And this is the final product of this current stage. So now you can kind of get a better idea of how I'm going to build the waterfall on top. Alright guys, so I have my 30-gallon aquarium here. Finally brought it upstairs from my basement and just cleaned it up. Just gotta clean the bottom a bit. There's my 35-gallon tank. I emptied it a lot. That took me a long process, but one of the problems that I came across is that the waterfall portion that I was making, there it is here, and I just filled it in with extra material from the shirt that I was using. And just so you know, this won't cause anything bad in the water. This will actually all act as filter media, along with all the sponges and stuff. This is all going to be acting as a massive filter. But I didn't measure it out since this tank was in my basement, but it fits like so. There. So instead of, I was originally going to make 2 fountains, have one on one side, one on the other, but since this one is going to take so much space, I think I'm just going to leave it as that there, waterfall coming down this way, and this will all be water. So I'm going to start building away at this waterfall area now, and we'll see how she turns out. Alright guys, so this is what it's looking like right now. So I have that front area there. I have the filter on 2 rows of styrofoam just to raise it up a little bit, and I hot glue gun those in place. Now I'm going to put that in place. Alright guys, so since the 2 rows didn't fit, I just put another one there. I attached another one, so that way it's going to take the water right back into the filter. And we're going to get started on building this now. Alright guys, so I thought it would be a way better reveal if I built the entire thing and then showed you. Since there's no, well, I'll explain. So guys, without any more further ado, here is the 30-gallon Paludarium. Now, here we have the water side. It's a bit murky because of the dirt that I used to build over there. So we have an absolutely beautiful display of different wood pieces, plants. Here you can see the water here. I did some of it natural, and then where the water ends here, I just did some blue to match with the fountain part. So you can see it here. I did the blue stones in the middle of the waterfall. There's the top of the waterfall, and I hit it with some plants inside. It turned out absolutely amazing. I built the waterfall there out of the potting soil, the wood I had, and yeah. Now this setup would be absolutely perfect for things like fire-bellied newts, fire-bellied toads, turtles, young turtles. You can have some neon tetras in here. A variety of fish. Basically anything that is semi-aquatic or fully aquatic would love this environment. So here I'm going to get a little close up here on the waterfall. Trickles down. Goes right down into the water. And that white piece that you can kind of see in there, that's the end of the funnel for the filter that I built. So guys, I think it turned out absolutely amazing. Took me a lot of work for sure, but I think it's worth it. I don't know if you can tell on video, but this tank is massive. This was a lot of work. Try to get more of this angle for you. There you go. We'll go right inside actually. So right inside there, there's the top of the filter hidden in the plants. As the water trickles down the stream right into the water. So this would be absolutely perfect, like I said, for newts, fire-bellied toads, turtles. Some small turtles would be able to climb up here on this log at the back, especially there's a lot of room to climb up on top of there. If you have fish, there's holes inside here. You can fill the water level up a little bit higher. Ideally, I'll put the water level up to right at the edge of the waterfall here, so I'll bring it up to about here. Give a couple, like couple inches higher. To give fish more room. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a while that I made one of these, so cut me some slack if it's not perfect, but I think honestly guys, I think it turned out, in my mind at least, pretty good. So let's get one last little full view of it there. Thanks so much for watching guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for plenty of new videos. Felice Russo Films, out.